Welcome everyone to the first episode of Oudini Mini Tips. So in those episodes, I will try to help on the first steps of getting comfortable in a mini ramp, which I was not. I've been skating mostly skate park, like street-like skate parks for like 15 years, and recently I started mini ramp. And I want to share with you something that really helped me for the first step. So that could totally apply to beginners or to anybody that maybe started a bit late on transition as I did. So I want to share this because I really feel that it's great. I showed it to a couple friends and I had really good feedback. They came back and telling me like, oh, it really helped me. So I want to share that with you. It's not a trick, it's just like a little move. So what we're gonna be doing is just learning how to lift the front wheels and the back wheels, and we're gonna see like how it applies to a lot more. So I'm just gonna show step by step. The first one, which is lifting the wheels that are going towards the coping, I think, like this and like this. I'll try to take a bit more speed. Like this and like this. So try to get comfortable in both sides. It's not as easy as it seems. And then obviously the next ones is to lift the wheels that are not going towards the coping. So you'll be just learning a little bit of that. Remember, for that one, that is going to help you. It's not so much pushing on the one that goes towards the coping. It's mostly lifting my back leg. The more I lift it, the less weight there is on the back of my board, so it's gonna come up. Okay, we have seen enough of those four. So those four is the subject, and I think this really helps for a lot of tricks. Obviously, when you're lifting your back wheels, you're really going to like start to get comfortable with what could be like a tail stall or a nose stall. So basically just going to touch your nose here, and if you were with the other stance, it's going to be a tail stall. You already know that. Then I think the wheeling is really important if you want to learn tricks such as the 5-0s and all of that. There's one thing that I like to help people for learning the both wheelings. It's that don't try to bend backward. In any case, don't try to either bend forward or bend backward or like this. I think the better solution is just like, if you want most of your weight to be over your back wheels, then the easiest is to shift your board. And you shift your board in order to have your whole body staying completely on top. And Miniramp is gonna be a really good place to do that kind of stuff. So when you do a wheeling, that's what you do. You roll the board a little up, and it's pretty safe because it's gonna come back. So that's a really good one to learn. For example, it's gonna help you for rock the fakie, rock and roll, because you need to like swing the board a little up to take your time on the way down. So you need to accelerate your way up. Then something else that I wanted to say is that the wheelings, they also help for the ollies. So basically, I think I'd rather land on the back wheels during my ollies like this. I'm exaggerating it, but it's really the way I feel more comfortable, and that also helped me like for switch. So basically what I'm just doing is I'm exaggerating the wheeling and I'm just hitting the tail and then waiting for it to come back. With a nosedive, it's a lot more tricky. I don't think it's what you want to go to. So that said, then next thing I want to say is about the angles, because obviously like skating mini ramp as a straight line is absolutely not the goal. Like, you want this to help you like cruise better into bowls, and you want to know how to get around the mini, which is really important. So for that, you want to try to use those wheelings and take a little bit of angles, like go sideways, do your wheeling, and use the wheeling to be able to like retake the angle that's going to help you go through. And that simple exercise can lead to maneuvers that are a lot more complicated than it seems, such as the frontside 5-0 backside reverse, for example. So what I'm going to do right now for the end of this video is that I'm going to start taking angles on the back wheels. I'll do it a little bit on the front wheels also, but I'm going to show how much this movement leads to like other really funny stuff, and it's going to help like on tons of maneuvers, and maybe it's going to unlock something that it was feeling weird and unnatural or something. So there I go. I'll try to get a bit of angle and then show how much it get close to 5-0 fakie. So that's it for a little bit of like how to have like a little warm up. It's really easy stuff, and it's not as easy as it seems, so it's a lot of satisfaction, which I think is what you should aim for if you're starting skateboarding a little bit too late, or if you don't want to be a champion. Like, try to go for little basic moves that are going to help you later. And by learning those little easy stuff, you get a lot of satisfaction, which is what you should aim for. Because if you try the same trick as the kids that is over gifted at the local park, it might feel frustrating, and that much failure and that need of perseverance is, I know it's part of skateboarding, but you should not exaggerate how much you need to go through that. And you should also find those little games to get some amusement, get some very small and very safe way to like go up. And that's the kind of info that I'm going to be trying to provide you with the Oudini Mini tips. So that's the end of my first video. Thank you for watching. I hope you appreciate whatever feedback. See you in the comments.